right, guys, wanted to give a little walk around of our pastured broiler chicken operation, the way we raise them here. This is the third year we've been raising them this way. Very few losses. They tend to grow pretty well, and we get to fertilize our pastures and move them around every day to a different area. Seem to be really happy and healthy chickens. But this is the enclosure that we use inside of our electric net. All this is an old trampoline frame with the mat that we put a tarp over the top of. We put 4 feeders around the perimeter of this circle here, just enough to be out of the rain. And what that does is that allows the chickens to get out of the sun, get out of the rain, and then also we move this little shelter inside of the electric net every day, which basically makes the chickens congregate in a different 16 by 16 foot area daily. And then once we make it through the entire area of the electric net, then we set another one up and we move all of them to a new 40-foot square. But that's that. Then here is our watering setup. What we have is a trailer here with a 300-gallon IBC tote. We just fill it up, as needed. Usually put about 50 to 100 gallons in it at a time. This runs down to a platoon bell type water, gravity fed. Do really well with these. We raised up to about 150 at a time with one water on these and never had a problem. We put this trailer in the middle of the 40-foot square, and that allows us to move their little enclosure all the way around it. So we only have to move the water every time we actually go to a new setup of electric net. Then the electric net, it's 160 feet long, makes a 40-foot square. This first rotation of spring of this year, so spring of 2020, I picked an area of our pasture, and this is all stuff that we graze our cattle on as well. But I picked an area of our pasture that was a little bit lower, where we had a little bit of tractor traffic and ATV traffic through here. Also, I had a few calves that have been in this field all this spring, so they've even grazed this down a little bit. Not ideal, but that's what had happened. So because this is a little bit shorter, needs a little bit more fertilizer, I went ahead and started them here. That way we didn't have to trim the area where we put the electric net along, so there's no tall grass or weeds really up on the net. We use a 55-gallon drum here with a removable lid. Put about 300 pounds of feed in there at a time, and also we use this for fly control. We wrap this 12-inch tall fly tape around the outside. There's 3 layers here from top to bottom, and you can see this has been here for about 6 hours, and that's how many flies we've already caught. These things, they do amazing. Makes a huge difference. And then the electric setup that we use for each of our electric nets here is a Gallagher S16 solar charger. It keeps about 4,000 volts on one of these 160-foot electric nets. No problem. Love this thing. Quick ground rod there that you can take in and take out just with a slide hammer every time you move it. We also have electric fence around the entire perimeter of our farm, as you can see right there, the high tensile. But we don't use that for these just because we're not always really close to an actual hard fence line. So we use the solar setup for this, for the chicken operation. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. This works pretty good for us. Like I said, this is the 3rd year using it. We've got 2 dogs that are always out. I'm sure that helps with predator control. And then as long as the net stays hot, we typically do really good with these. We lost a couple last year when the fence had gotten shorted out and we didn't realize it. But other than that, we've always done really well with this setup, and I hope it helps some of you guys out.